Hey, what's going on, you lovely people? It's your boy Roliver Queen. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing good. Let's not waste any more time, but let's jump right in. Yes, I'm talking about movie shit on something that's not a podcast. It's not something I do often, but I figured this topic, it was worth making a separate video about. Now, it's no secret. Marvel dropped the Jonathan Majors because the verdict came down yesterday, Monday, if you're watching this. And, he was indeed found guilty of a couple things. Now, I read most of the legal stuff. I tried to be as well versed in this topic before I came on here. And it sounds like this is something that could have been avoided. Sounds like most of this stemmed from an altercation in a car where his phone was snatched and then that turned crazy. And here we are today. So I mainly want to talk to the fellas, especially black men. Now I know I could come here and pitch you guys comic books and we can have a good old time, but I'm gonna need you guys to listen to me here while I have some real talk. All right. Now before I begin, I just want to make a very blanket statement. I am of the opinion that everybody needs to keep their fucking hands to themselves. It don't matter if you're a man, woman, trans, or whatever. Everybody got to keep their hands to themselves. The only time it's acceptable for hands to be put on somebody in non-loving consensual way is if one, you are defending yourself, and two, you are defending somebody that you love, because I understand shit happens. But men, back to you, especially black men, y'all got to stop putting your hands on these women, man. Got to stop putting your hands on these women. You have to. Now, like I said before, this stemmed from a phone that was snatched out of his hands. Fellas, if a lady snatches your phone, and the lady be, your partner, if she snatches your phone, that's her phone. Don't even try to fight to take it back. That's hers. And if it's really that deep and you really want to get rid of some incriminating evidence, because maybe you were texting the wrong person or sending pictures to the wrong person, I don't know. That's your business. I'm sure there's a way where you can erase the phone remotely, whether it's on your computer or you need to go to your carrier. I'm sure there's a way. Technology is wonderful now. Number two, if you are in a situation where you feel like the situation's about to get heated, you're not getting through to her, she's not getting through to you, emotions are rising, tensions is rising, you should just leave. Just walk away. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And God forbid if it does turn physical and the hands are put on you, don't retaliate. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. Just leave. Even while you're taking those blows, still do your best to remove yourself from the situation. You might be called a bitch, you might be called a punk, but at least you won't end up in a similar situation like this. Because, hey, let's just say the game is rigged, especially against men. You know what I'm saying? There's a double standard here. You know, you can get the hands put on you, but the moment you do it back, no, just do yourself a favor, just run, move from the situation. Now, do I believe Jonathan Majors will come back from this? I like to think so, because again, if you read past the headlines and actually read these fucking articles, which come from credible sources, yeah, he was guilty of some shit, but it ain't as crazy as the headline just making it seem. This was just a very avoidable dispute that got crazy. And that's all it is. This compared to a lot of the other flagrant shit that's been happening in Hollywood, I think this is, I don't want to call it low, but we're going to do the scales here. It's deep, but it's not that deep. It really ain't that deep. I'm not mad at how things turned out, though. Justice was served, because regardless of whether I think it's low on the total pole compared to other things, he got charged. And, he got to eat that. He was about to be at the height of his career. He got all this money and these opportunities. Yeah, bro, the phone was not worth it. I'm sorry, brother. The phone was not worth it. I think Jonathan Majors will be okay financially. He was signed on to like a multi-movie deal with Marvel, and they let him go. So they have to pay him that money, if I'm not mistaken. So he gonna be all right. He gonna be good. Jonathan Majors is not us regular folk, regular average Joe Schmo like you and me. It may be different for someone like me or you if we were in that situation. But again, just take something from this, fellas. Take something from this. Don't put your hands on women. Don't fight for a phone. And just be smart, man. Be smart. Be smart. Now, Jonathan Majors got to deal with people talking crazy. They call him all sorts of names. His name is, for the time being, ruined in the streets. He may come back, but he has to deal with this for a long time. A long time. And who knows, if this didn't happen, yo, this dude could have been skyrocketing right now. But hey, it is what it is. And no, I'm not going to talk about what Marvel can or can't do because I really don't give a fuck. This is real life. Two people were involved in some serious shit. And I think that takes precedence over what Marvel may or may not do with phase 5 or 6 or whatever fucking phase there are. Like, I'm not even on that type of time right now. They want to recast. Who gives a fucking shit? So I don't think it's fair, or honestly, I don't think it's right to start speculating on what Marvel can do. You know, who gives a fuck, bro? I understand there's the channels that do that, but I don't roll like that. I'm not even gonna ask the question of do you think I'm tripping or not, because I don't think I'm tripping with what I said. But I would love to hear your thoughts down below. How do you feel about the situation? Where do you think Jonathan Majors goes from here? And as a regular person, especially if you're a black man, how do you feel about this? Well, have you been in similar situations? How did you navigate around that? I would love to hear it all down below in the comments. And I will do my best to reply to each and every single comment down below because I know this situation, it definitely touches a lot of folk. It does. And as long as you're respectful, I have no problem engaging in conversation with you. But if you made it this long in the fucking video, thank you. And if you enjoyed it, please be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and turn on your notifications. Much love, much peace. It's your boy Roliver Queen, and I'm out.